Accountability series eye nkontambuo a ndi semanyoko no ede aba ne nyina ne se eboa ama wo afeni nyina mu bosumini mu enima akoso de wo se ye ka wasam ne anko yie na wo sa ban no tumi tutu ne yie no yetumi ehwe ne ye ka nenne empanifo agina sempie animu akasa na asem a attorney general de ba ya wo kire se wo hwe ye nuanom a wo monam kwati kwan so ewie sika e wa ba fo kwan so no e ya de ayoko eyekuo no atumi aboa ama sika kase pa enenne yo atwe ede afiri yamanfo a bebre na so ewo empanifo ano ma wototo wo mu ano.
Individual was also named by Ghanaian victims as a person who directly received funds from them in respect of the fraudulent investment scheme. Having connected the dots, EOCO managed to freeze the tainted wallets and serve the freezing order on OKX. The office also worked with OKX to notify the holders of the wallets. Realizing that the wallets had been frozen, the suspects sent emissaries to inquire why their wallets had been frozen. EOCO informed the suspects about the reasons for freezing the wallets and invited them to come to Ghana for further investigation. In the course of the investigation, the company which was used to defraud Ghanaians and British victims was closed down and its operations disappeared into thin air. Faced with a daunting task, EOCO applied to the Malaysian authorities for mutual legal assistance with a view to tracking down the directors of the criminal enterprise which it had established through investigations was Malaysian. There was no response from the Malaysian authorities. EOCO became aware that the criminal scheme which was operated and promoted by Chinese and Malaysian nationals was a global operation that targeted victims in developing countries in Africa. Therefore, and faced with the lack of cooperation from the Asian authorities, EOCO turned to the National Crime Agency of the United Kingdom for assistance and also enlisted the services of Comply Crypto Depository, a crypto asset management and realization company based in the UK, to facilitate the transfer of the tainted virtual assets from all the 4 seized crypto wallets that received the virtual currency transfers from the criminal cluster to a virtual asset custodian company called Zodiac Custody. Zodiac thus worked with EOCO to hold the virtual currencies under the control of the applicant, that is EOCO, until the assets were realized in fiat value and transferred into a bank account in the name of the applicant. EOCO then turned to Ghana's judiciary and obtained a High Court order on May 27, 2025, to the effect that OKX should transfer all crypto assets in its custody to Zodiac, and for Zodiac also to realize same into currency, fiat currency, and pay its dollar equivalent into the EOCO exhibit account. Additionally, the High Court ordered that upon the receipt of the funds, EOCO should cater to the victims of the crime. Through this approach, EOCO successfully used our local laws to freeze and recover virtual assets hidden in foreign jurisdictions. As a result, on November 19, 2025, Zodiac Custody successfully converted the said crypto assets of the criminal enterprise and paid same to EOCO's exhibit account in the amount of 15,191,730 United States of American dollars and 13 cents.